Hezekiah prayed to God for help instead of relying on human alliances, and God miraculously saved Jerusalem. Through all these events, the healing of Hezekiah, the miracle of the sun's shadow, and the protection from Assyria, Isaiah kept showing the people God's power and faithfulness. He wanted them to understand that God was in control of everything, even the great empires and the events of history. Isaiah's messages weren't just for that time, but they would remain important for future generations, including ours. They remind us to trust in God in every situation, even when things seem difficult or scary. Besides speaking to the people of Judah, Isaiah also had messages from God for other nations. These messages are called oracles, and many of them talked about the judgments that would come upon these countries. One of the most important nations Isaiah mentioned was Babylon. In chapter 13, verses 1 and 2, Isaiah begins, "A prophecy against Babylon that Isaiah, son of Amoz, saw. Raise a banner on a bare hilltop, shout to them, beckon to them to enter the gates of the nobles." At that time, Babylon was growing more powerful, but Isaiah was saying that one day it would fall. He described how God would use other armies to bring Babylon down. This was an important message because it showed that no empire, no matter how strong it seemed, was greater than God. Isaiah also spoke about Egypt and Ethiopia, which were important nations to the south. In chapter 19, verse 1, he says, "A prophecy against Egypt. See, the Lord rides on a swift cloud and is coming to Egypt. The idols of Egypt tremble before him, and the hearts of the Egyptians melt with fear." Isaiah was saying that God would judge Egypt, causing the nation to face many troubles. He talked about how there would be fighting among the Egyptians and how their plans would fail. But Isaiah also gave a message of hope for Egypt. In the same chapter, verse 22, he says, "The Lord will strike Egypt with a plague. He will strike them and heal them. They will turn to the Lord, and he will respond to their pleas and heal them." This shows that God's goal in judgment wasn't just to punish, but to lead people to turn to him. Isaiah didn't stop there. He also spoke about other countries like Moab, Damascus, and Tyre. In chapter 15, he talks about Moab, describing how the country would be destroyed and its people would be deeply saddened.